Hey you, I'm so glad that you're here today. It's been a while since we've been shopping together, and I wanted to go into Hobby Lobby to see what they had new for fall. Now, when I had run in there, I don't know, a couple of months ago, I sort of walked by and seen this wall art of a barn for the fall that I wanted, and I was still hoping that they would have it in stock. But let's sort of go through the aisles. I'm not going item by item, but I want to point out some of the new things. And this was one of the things I seen new. It is a wood vase, solid wood vase for $39.99, 40% off, you do the math. And I just thought that this would be a wonderful stable piece for my home, and I wanted to get that. I just love this copper vase, but I think I'm going to wait on that. I think I'm going to find one at a garage sale somewhere that I like better. That one looked a little thin. Now, I'm not seeing a whole lot of new stuff, just very little. A lot of what I'm seeing, I seen last year or the previous year, so just a little disappointing. The pumpkins, I'm not sure what's going on with the pumpkins. They had a couple of new ones. There was some wooden ones there on the fourth shelf down. But these were a wicker woven one. They had them in two colors. And I thought about getting both. I'm not sure where I would put them, but I do see a few new little things in this aisle. The Indian figurines. I don't think I've seen them there, but the turkeys, all the little woodland characters I think I've seen before. And the only thing new I'm seeing in this area for this year is the mushrooms. Now, I've seen these 2 or 3 years back. In fact, Larry and I have made some of these in the shop. This size that I'm holding here, we're making some for the booth, and we just have to get them painted and priced up and taken down to the booth. But those have been around. I'm not sure whether Hobby Lobby has just got a lot of back stock. The little wooden bowls, but way too pricey for that light wood bowl. And I didn't see anything else, that really went with it, just the one bowl. The little galvanized barn, I have that. Most of the amber glass, I've seen the green and brown and gold colored jars. In here I'm showing the little wooden mushrooms. Those are different. I think they're adorable. I wouldn't want a whole lot of it, but just a piece or two would be okay. The galvanized troughs, I had that from several years ago. I think I've seen all of these pumpkins here before. Same ones. It's sort of like, a backstock from somewhere. Okay, I'm going to slowly turn around. We're going to go back down the other side. And mainly, they do not have their paper tableware over on the first aisle because they're selling out of the 4th of July stuff over there. But, this is sort of just basic. They usually don't mark this down all the way up to Thanksgiving. I think people use this for their dinner, family dinners, and therefore it's sort of the last stuff that gets marked down. These platters, I don't remember. You have to let me know if you've seen them there before, but I have found all kinds of turkey platters from garage sales that's going in my booth for fall. That one was $37.99. The only tier tray that I've seen is there on the left. That's the only one I've seen them display for the fall. I don't know if tier trays are sort of trending out. Now their craft area, if you like doing little crafts, they were pretty well stocked in that. And these little adorable acorns on the stem, they were just $4.49, 40% off. And I got 2 each of each color. Those are just adorable. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, but I'll find a place. And I'm looking at this pumpkin. I made one like that, handmade. And when I bring it out this fall, I'll try to point that out. It was very simple to make. But lots of craft and stickers and things like that if you do a lot of crafts with your kiddos or grandbabies. And here is some of their garland. Seems like the burlap is coming back. But they did have it in colors. They had it in the oatmeal and the orange and the green. The only pumpkins I think that I've seen different this year was the little plaid ones that were coming up on. When I picked a couple up, I had a green and a red, and then I thought that looks like Christmas colors. So I put the red back and got an orange one. But I don't see anything different. It's sort of like an overstock from some warehouse maybe, but I'm seeing a lot of the same thing that I have seen for several years. Not a whole lot of new. The little velvet pumpkins have been around for quite a while. And like I said, the mushrooms and the wicker woven is a little different. And this was a wicker mushroom. It was pretty heavy. I thought it was a lamp at first, but it's not. It's just a display item. And then all the little bags of basic pumpkins. I don't think I've seen any new colors. I think there is a pink and a green, a pinkish color. I know the purple is a new color this year. I really did like this big white pumpkin to go in the front landscaping, but as much wind as we get, I'm afraid to fly across the yard and injure somebody, so I just said no to that. The one wall art that I'm after is clear up at the top. They have 3 left. I'm looking around to see if there's anybody taller than me that can help me. So with that sign being in my way, I just try to hug up to it and stretch as far as I can. And eventually I'm able to get one down and put that in my cart. And I'll show you what it looks like when I get home. I'll display everything and let you see what I picked up. I see a couple of different wall arts this year. The Fall in Love and the Pumpkin Patch. And then here are those tall pumpkins that you could paint yourself, but here's some already painted. And then I have the little pumpkin with the welcome. Those things are wonderful if you can't hang a wreath between your storm door and your regular door. Those are just wonderful to have because you don't have to worry about a wreath getting all wet from moisture on the storm door. But these little flat ones are wonderful to hang on your front door. And the one there at the bottom in the orange, I found one at a garage sale. And the pillows, I just didn't see, nothing in the pillows impressed me. There was one that's coming up, I'll show you, but wanting $28 for one pillow. The picks, they were really loaded up on the picks, and they had quite a bit to pick from and colors, and so it looks like they stepped up their game a little bit with the picks. And then their fall ribbon is all right here. Pretty basic things that you've seen before. And here I did want to stop and look at this wreath in this purple leaves. And they wanted $44.99. I was so disappointed. And I'm looking, I'm like, what can I do? And I'm like, for $45, even at 40% off, I shouldn't have to do anything to it. So I just put it back, and I just thought, I'll keep the one that I have, the light one. That one may not show up on my black front door, but here are the garland. So what I did pick up and what I found, and I'm looking for it here, is the purple leaf garland, and here it is. Because I can take that one piece and do many things. I could put that on my mantle. I could also put it on a wreath that I already have on hand and incorporate it in that way. I could also put that in a dough bowl. So I would much rather get the garland than just the wreath itself. Looks like they had a wall full of stuff maybe ready for the college kids to get prepared and go off to school. I do spot a little wagon sitting over there. It's wooden with metal wheels. It's so adorable. So I need to go over and check that out. It's a light kind of wood. I wouldn't use it indoor only. I wouldn't use it out in the weather. They wanted $149, so do the math, 40% off. I don't know. I love it. I think it would be wonderful to put pumpkins in for the fall and a tree in it for Christmas. More and more pumpkins out here in the main aisles. A lot of just basic orange pumpkins this year. They did have a few flat ones, I think in white and maybe in a muted orange. The amber jars, they were just loaded with the amber jars, which are pretty. I got a few, and I've done decorated with them, but I'll probably bring them out again this year. There was a few new plaid pillows with matching rugs. I did notice that. And then here are those white flat pumpkins I was talking about. And then they have some in the muted orange and the muted green. And then the copper pumpkin. They did have quite a few pumpkins, but a lot of what you've already seen. So let's go around and go down on the other side. More of the copper pumpkins. And the plaid pillows. Now this is where I noticed the rug, and I'm like, I don't think I've seen this color before. I've seen the black and white buffalo check. I've seen the red and white, but I've never seen this caramel brown and white. And I really do like the color, especially for fall. And I'm just thinking there's got to be a place that I use it, either in my kitchen. I don't know where I would use it, but I think I'm going to pick one up. So in my cart it goes, and let's just continue on to see if they have anything new this year. They only had a selective amount of candles, and also usually the small wreaths, they usually just have an end cap, and we'll get down here to the end and you'll see. But I think, I think I have everything that they've got hanging out there. So not a whole lot of things that are different. I'm trying to point them out here. I have those two type of pumpkins there, the white ones. I'm not big on the velvet pumpkins. I'm always afraid they'll bleed onto something, and I just don't want to take a chance with that velvet material. And here is that end of the aisle of the small wreaths hanging there. I think I have all of those. You guys have to tell me, these are new. The only thing is, the one that I seen coming in the door where the little scarecrow girl was holding the pumpkin, I didn't see any on the shelf, only out front. And I couldn't find a price, and I didn't think to stop and look. So if you know the price on those, let me know in the comment below. I'm thinking about going back and getting that one that she's holding the pumpkin. And this is the one pillow that I was talking about that I really liked. They wanted $28.99 for it, and I'm like, well, at that price, you gotta love it for life. I mean, even at 40% off, I think it's around, $17. And as pretty as it is, most of the time I cover my pillows, and the ones I have on my sofa are that feather down pillows, and I love those. They're very soft, and I usually just get a cover. These are some more wreaths for the fall, and just nothing that really caught my eye there. And I did think that the scarecrows were really cute. And I don't know if these, I didn't check them out, these signs, if they're actually for outdoor, because some of the wood that they use, it'll buckle up if it gets wet. And when we get weather, it gets blown in under my porch, so I have to use the solid wood. That's why I have made all of my signs for outside, because I want them to last for years. Here's some more fall foliage over here, and these little berries were cute, sort of like a burnt umber. But I just, I got to know what I'm going to do with it when I pick it up, because if I don't have a place for it to go and 100% know that I'm going to use it, I will walk away from it. Now that I'm all done shopping and I come back home with my treasures, I'm doing things a little different. Instead of sitting in front of the camera showing each and every item, I tried to display it up here on my bench and show you all the colors that are put together. Some of the items I had forgotten about till we cleaned up on the garage, that I had bags of Hobby Lobby from 75% off last year. And I'll point those out to you. That is the wooden pumpkin there, there on the left, on the bench in the back, in the pumpkin pie one, and the brown sweater pumpkin was from 75% off last year. All of the green, all of the florals, I put one stem each there on the floor. I got 4 different kinds and 4 each, and here they are over here in my crock under the tree. So I have 16 stems that I got for 75% off last year. some of the pumpkins, let's see, the ceramic pumpkin sitting in front of the brown vase up on the bench is from last year, 75% off. And all of the pumpkin and acorns are from last year except the one in the back, which is the woven brown wicker woven pumpkin with the little brown leaf on the top. That's from this year. They had an orange one and that one, and I just love anything that's wicker woven. I think it's just very neutral and it can go anywhere in my home. Now back up to the top, I wanted to try the new purple leaves, and as you can see, I was pretty disappointed with the wreath, and for the money, it just wasn't thick enough for me, and I could have put some little white pumpkins on it, but I don't want to pay that kind of price and have to fix it up. The main thing I went after was that wall art of that barn. They had 3 left, and I was happy to get that. It was $19.99 with 40% off. And the little acorns in the wooden vase, those are just so adorable. They look like they've got a sweater on them. I'll give you a close-up here in just a minute. At the bottom of the wall art, barn wall art, is some hydrangeas that I got in 2 different colors, one in the wine purplish color and the other in a neutral beige. The 2 little plaid pumpkins are from this year. I think they're cute. I first picked up green and red, and then I thought those are Christmas colors, so I got orange and green. And you've already seen me use the little wooden mushrooms in my weekend inspiration, and I'm hoping to have some more for you on the upcoming weekend. The wood vase, it was $39.99, 40% off. And I know that sounds a little steep, but I thought that that piece would be one of the staple pieces in my home. I can move that around from bathrooms to bedrooms, kitchen, living room, dining room. So I thought that would be well worth the price to get that wood vase. And it's very heavy, it is wood. And even Larry made a comment about how he liked it. So I just feel like that was a good investment for that vase there. So that is my fall haul, and I have some upcoming videos that I have done for you in a marathon for you to watch. I think they're coming out, there's 2 videos coming out August the 7th, and they're coming out for you to watch, longer videos, so that I can get ready for the fall season. So sort of taking a little break from decorating. I may do a little shopping, and I'll definitely do my weekend inspirations. And I almost forgot the rug. The rug down there, I don't remember this color in a caramel color. In the video, it sort of looks more of a brown, but it's caramel brown. It looks like a piece of caramel candy. But I thought that I might like that for the fall, whether I put it at the back door or the front door or at the kitchen sink. I did like the color. That's it for my fall haul. I don't know if I'm going to add anything else. I've got totes to go through in there to figure out what I'm keeping and what's going to the booth. So let me give you a close-up of everything, and then I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for being here, guys.